Good morning, y'all. Welcome back. It's Friday Coffee Talks, episode 117. I'm your host, Connor Volpe. We are here talking over coffee on Friday. Got a great cup out of my espresso machine. It's good. It's good. I'm going to be real honest. I make this show. We're 117 episodes in. I'm the only one that does it. I think I've mentioned that before. I don't have an assistant. I don't have an editor. I don't have a producer. And I am by no means an audio engineer. This is my second time filming this today. Yep, hands up. I did it. I filmed an entire episode. I talked about everything I wanted to talk to. It was so good. It was like one of the best I've ever listened to. So if you listen to this one, you're like, this guy sucks. Just remember, this was so much better the first time I did it. I recorded a whole episode, and when I went to edit it and put it together to post, the audio was like a robot. My mic was messed up. So here we go. Round 2. Episode 117. Round 2. I wish that this is a great cup of coffee. Let me just caveat that. Great cup of coffee. I made it. No complaints. I wish this was not this. I wish this was an apple crisp macchiato from Starbucks. I know I talked about it last year, this time of year, but it is the best drink on the Starbucks menu. I don't want to hear about their PSL nonsense. Get that pumpkin spice out of here. Nobody needs that crap. It's not good. Pumpkin spice is not good, y'all. I mean, let's just be real, okay? Pumpkin spice is not good. Apple crisp macchiato is where it's at. I did not get one this morning because my bank account can't handle it. I won't tell you how many I've had this week. It's a lot. In my defense, I got the first one the day it came out. I was so excited. Apple Crisp Macchiato Day is back. Yeah, I was so pumped. I went and got it, and they gave me one with oat milk. It's supposed to come with oat milk. I know that's how it's designed. I feel like that's a little too much. So I asked for regular milk. They gave me oat milk. It was good, but not great. The next day, I went and ordered, not the next day, a different day, I went and got another one. And I think they gave me somebody else's drink. It was not even close, not even in the realm of Apple Crisp Macchiato. Disappointed, strike 2. And then I went and got my third one, and it was perfect. It was so good. It was so good. I think I should, there's probably got to be a way to make the apple syrup myself or buy it. Brain Blast. Did you guys watch Jimmy Neutron? I got to get some of that syrup. But Apple Crisp Macchiato is back at Starbucks. Go get one. It's amazing. It means fall is coming. It's not here yet. I was telling Mandy yesterday, we're here in Georgia. We're in fake fall number 2. The fall of deception. It will trick you into thinking that it's fall. The cooler temperatures will be with the hurricane going by. It cooled down a little bit. It's not like 114,000 degrees. But you're like, oh, I'm drinking fall drinks. It's a little cooler. It might be here. It is not here. It's going to get back to the hundreds probably next week. So that's how it goes in Georgia. It will be Halloween and we will be sweating, but that's just how it goes. So we're not in fall yet, but I can see the finish line. Get out of here, summer. Nobody wants you around. The Braves. The Braves are the greatest team on the planet. They are the best baseball team of all time. Honestly, this lineup for the Braves may be the greatest offensive team of all time. They are insane. They're ridiculous. They're the 2001 Miami Hurricanes of Major League Baseball. Boom. Sports references. Got them. They had an amazing game with the Dodgers last night. Way closer than I wanted it to be. It was a slugfest. Nail biter down to the end. Raisel Iglesias almost gave it up at the end, but eked it out. Braves take the dub. Gotta love that. Side note, one of the most dramatic moments of the season, Ronald Acuna Jr. is the MVP. I don't want to hear any other statements. That's period, fact, case closed. Hit the little hammer. Ronald Acuna Jr. is the MVP. Mookie Betts, who? Mookie Betts, get out of here with your face looking like you smelled a fart all the time. He's a great baseball player. I won't take anything away from Mookie Betts. He's very good. But he's having a season that happens every single year. There's always some player in baseball who hits a lot of home runs and he hits for a high average and he hits some RBIs. Blah, 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 blah. Cool, cool, cool. He's got a lot of counting stats. Neat. But he's not doing anything different. He's not doing anything amazing. He's hitting well. He's a good hitter. That's just how people play baseball. But Acuna, Ronald Acuna, he's doing things that nobody in baseball history has ever done. He did something last night in the coolest way possible. He crushed a grand slam to join the 30 home run, 60 steals club. That combination of power and speed has never been seen in MLB history. Not Babe Ruth, not Ricky Henderson, not in the steroid era. Nobody has ever done what Ronald Acuna Jr. has done this season, and he's not even done. There's another month left. Mookie has had a great month. Freddie Freeman has had a great month. Matt Olson has, up until the last month, hit a ton of home runs. They're all great baseball players. I'm not taking anything away from them. Acuna is the MVP. End of story. Braves for World Series. World Series or bust. I don't need a ring. I'm not on the Braves, but I wish I had a ring. I want to buy all the shirts and the gear. I want to do it. I have notes. I'm looking through my notes. Parker asked me to tell you all about his piano lessons. I asked him this morning. I said, we were on the way to school, and I said, Parker, Fallon too, what should I talk about on my episode today? And Fallon asked me to talk about back to school. They're back to school. She's very excited about that. And Parker asked me to tell you that he started piano lessons. We're actually really pumped for him. It's cool. He's watched some YouTube videos and he's learned how to play a bunch of songs that he likes. But I'm excited for him to see like the fundamentals and learn how to like play the piano for real with like the hand placement. And like, I'm not a piano guy. I don't know, but I think he could be great. He could be a little concerto, a little Beethoven, on our hands. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm excited for him to go through lessons and learn how to play. It's a very valuable skill. It's one of those things like, I wish I could just sit down at a piano and play. Like, I wish I had that talent, but I don't. And maybe he does. Mandy. So this is another thing that I think is really funny. So Mandy is a marketer by education, by trade, by profession. I am obviously a salesman. She hears me talk all the time about nerdy sales stuff, tactics that I've seen, books I've read, podcasts I've listened to, social media clips that I've found, methods I like, methods I don't like, this and that. She's heard plenty of sales stuff from me. She's heard the ups and downs of my career, the inner workings of projects I'm working on, interactions with customers and partners, the whole thing. She's seen all of it. And she's picked up a lot of sales stuff. So in our business with our children's boutique, when she's dealing with vendors, when she's dealing with, whoever it is, when she's negotiating stuff, she's picked up a really cool ability to see it from her point of view, but then also see the sales at work. And that is such a fun conversation to watch that interaction, because she will call people out and she's good at it. So for me to kind of sit back and see, she's wanting to buy something or she's wanting to get a better, terms on this or whatever it is. And to see the salesperson come at her and go, oh yeah, I'm going to get this woman. She's not going to know what hit her. And then she goes, oh nay. I know what you're doing and I will not be had. You will not get one over on me. Is super good. So, she's incredible. I mean, you guys have seen her on here. She's been a guest. She's the best, but she sees right through salespeople, and she will call them out. You've Got Mail is our favorite movie. It was the first movie we watched together. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan. She's a business owner. He's putting her out of business. They talk over AIM. It's very 90s. Great movie. Go see it if you haven't. But there's one scene where they're talking over AIM, and she says, she kind of lets him into a secret that she's losing her business. And he says, I'm a brilliant businessman. And he goes to walk her through it. And he starts quoting The Godfather. And he does this little thing with his keyboard. And it's not personal. It's business. Recite that to yourself when you feel like you're losing your nerve. So we always go back to that when we're like going through business stuff. It's not personal. It's business. Recite that to yourself. Take the gun, leave the cannoli. I could quote You've Got Mail all day long. I won't. It's a great movie. But seeing Mandy not stand up to, but like just be a brick wall against salespeople of like, no, you're not going to do that to me. I know what you're doing and you're not going to do it to me. It's the best. The last note that I have today, if you haven't gathered already, today's episode we don't have like a central theme. I'm just kind of going through some things I've written down over the musings over the past couple weeks, if you will. The last thing that I want to mention today is the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yes, the PB&J, the humble PB&J. I love sandwiches. BLTs are great. Italian subs are great. Meatball subs are amazing. But I don't think anything can beat the PB&J. I mean, it's just the king of the castle, right? White bread, peanut butter, chunky if you're feeling fancy. Hot take, but I love chunky peanut butter. Grape jelly, strawberry jelly. Those are both equally great. You put it in a little pocket. It's just so good. It's just so good. And bonus points if it's an Uncrustable. Oh, Uncrustables. Oh my goodness. What a delicacy. I love Uncrustables. There may not be a more perfect food Uncrustables may be God's gift to humanity. They're just the best. For my British coworkers, my British friends, anybody outside the US, I know PB&Js aren't a thing over there. Make them a thing. Make yourself a daggone PB&J. They are amazing. They're the best. They're so good. Without getting off on too much of a tangent, Mandy and I are big fans of Big Brother. We love Big Brother. We've watched it for years and years and years and years. Within that game, there's a concept of have-nots. There's a thing called have-nots. And what that is there's a certain number of people each week who are chosen to be have-nots, and they get less privileges than the rest of the house guests. So it's things like they have to take cold showers, they have to sleep in uncomfortable beds, and one of the big ones is they typically have to eat what's called slop, which is it's like a combination of oatmeal and protein powder and vitamins. Like, it's healthy, it's nutritious, but it's not appetizing at all. It's gross, and people they get access to like ketchup and syrup, like they can add to it, but they have to just eat slop for the week. That's just part of it. Well, this week they finished the competition at the beginning of the week and they selected the 3 have-nots. And part of that speech was, instead of slop this week, you get only PB&Js. And they're like, oh no, oh, PB&Js. And I was like, what? A week of only PB&Js? That's a reward. That's a great freaking week. Like, I can't imagine going an entire week and only eating PB&Js. I would be so psyched if that was me. In fact, I may go a week only eating PB&Js just to see if I can do it, just to see how awesome it is. That's how great PB&Js are. I'm getting fired up about daggum PB&Js, but they're so good. How anybody could ever look at that and go, oh, a week of just PB&Js, what a terrible thing. Shoot, man, I'd trade the steak for a PB&J in some cases. You give me an Uncrustable, it's over. And a little secret hot tip, if you take an Uncrustable and you toast it in a pan or in the toaster even, get a little crispy, get the peanut butter warm inside. Ooh, oh, it's so good. I may have to go find one right now. All right, let me take a breath. Let me calm down about my Uncrustables and PB&Js. They're so good. Eat a PB&J today. I hope you guys have a great Labor Day weekend. Get on some water, crack a cold beer, be around your family, enjoy the time off from work, have some dang gum coffee, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you next time.